Greetings, Royals. It feels so amazing. Feels so great to be back. Listen here, we are live, and the current time is 3:05 a.m. That's Central Time. Today is Wednesday, January the 22nd. The current year is 2025. Okay. Listen here, Kelly Rowland shuts down Nelly's lawyers as Michelle Obama skips 2025 inauguration. In this captivating video, we delve into the recent developments surrounding Kelly Rowland as she decisively addresses the legal representatives of Nelly. Additionally, we explore the implications of Michelle Obama's absence from the upcoming 2025 inauguration. Join us as we unpack these significant events in the world of celebrity news. Listen here, according to our sources over at the Daily Mail, Kelly Rowland is not playing, honey. Listen here. Kelly Rowland is saying, you do what you do and watch my heels and watch our agreement. Okay. She says, listen here, you need to watch our agreement. Nelly's inauguration ball drama amid tensions with Ashanti as he's blocked from performing his single. Okay. Nelly's controversial decision to perform for Donald Trump at his inauguration ball has not only landed him in hot water with fans, but also his former collaborator, and it could even threaten to shake his marriage. The rapper, who along with Snoop Dogg agreed to take part in the celebrations, faced fierce criticism when he was unveiled as part of the lineup and later revealed he had accepted the offer out of respect for the office. Now, sources have told DailyMail.com that Nelly, 50 years old, had an overnight drama when Kelly Rowland refused to grant him permission to perform their 2002 smash hit single, Dilemma. Kelly has blocked Nelly from performing Dilemma at the inauguration to stand in solidarity with her presidential choice, Kamala Harris, an insider said. The source noted that Destiny Child star, at 43 years old, had no knowledge of Nelly's decision to perform and that her team will issue a takedown notice if he defies her. She was stunned when she learned that Nelly was to perform and informed his camp that he does not have her consent to perform the song. The insider continued, her team is absolutely prepared to issue a takedown notice if he defies her order. Okay. Yes. Let's get into it. She doesn't want any song of hers to be performed at a Trump inauguration. Dilemma topped the charts for 10 non consecutive weeks after its release in June of 2002 and won Nelly and Rowland the Grammy Award for Best Rap Song Performance. It was also nominated for a Record of the Year. The single about a man who is infatuated with a woman in a relationship replaced Nelly's hit Hot in Here at the top of the charts and went on to sell over 7 million copies worldwide. In 2020, Dilemma became one of the first rap music videos ever to rack up 1 billion views on YouTube. There are fears that the controversy surrounding the Ride With Me rappers inauguration performance is also having a negative impact on his wife, Ashanti. The couple, who first dated in 2003 until 2013, reconnected in 2023 and secretly wed in December that year. They welcomed their first child, son Kareem Kincaid Hayes, in July of 2024. Fans of his wife, 44, have been vocal about their disdain towards Nelly since he was first announced to perform. Oh, gee. Listen here, this is hard to take in, you all. I mean, like I said, Nelly had some financial issues. He got pulled over. His tags were out, no insurance. And then he, got caught up in that casino. And they said they found 4 things on him. But let's get back into the article. Nelly isn't afraid of the criticism he is receiving. A second source noted he will earn more money off the back of the gig than he has from his record sales in recent years. But those close to Ashanti are concerned about the repercussions for her. Her musical career is in a better place and she could alienate her core fan base. Indeed, the backlash is already impacting the foolish singer with the Ashanti News fan account on Instagram, revealing on Sunday that it will no longer be active in light of recent news about Nelly and the decisions he has made. I can no longer run at Ashanti News or support the Haynes in the direction they are going. Read a statement to the account's 11,000, oh, 10,000 followers. It's beyond disappointing. For over 20 years, it's been an amazing connecting Ashanti fans around the world and sharing news, videos, and photos. I will miss a lot of you. Take care. Others share similar reactions, with one fan writing on X. Ashanti needs to sit her man down. He's about to ruin her image slash career alongside his own. Another wrote, I was looking forward to Nelly and Ashanti's little reality show. Now I have to cancel him and even her association. Sigh. Nelly fueled the growing fury when he attempted to explain his reasons for accepting the invitation on a Sunday night. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for, he says, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this cause it's an honor. He told rapper Willie D, I respect the office. It don't matter who in office. Nelly, who sold 50% of his catalog, including Dilemma, to an investment firm Harbor View Equity Partners for a cool 50 million in 2023, went on to compare himself to members of the military. And you know what? Shout out to all the military, shout out to the servicemen and women who've served in each and every branch. We want to definitely thank you for your service. Let's have a moment of silence for those that are veterans, those are out there that are in um we're only limited to say so much on here. So we'll just give a moment of silence to honor all of the service members. Thank you. The same way our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country, have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office, he continued. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever in office. He was then asked what he would say to those who believe in his propping up a white supremacist, to which he replied, I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist. He, he acknowledged that Trump is problematic and denied he was trying to tell people how to vote. I'm not saying that he ain't got some effed up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for, he said. Okay. But what I'm saying is that he is the president of the United States. He is not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won. His comments come 8 years after he made public dislike for Trump as president during his first term in the White House back in 2017. You know, the thing about Donald Trump is that I like Donald Trump. I did. I just don't like Donald Trump as my president. He told Page Six at the time. He doesn't surprise me as a person. He surprised me as a president because you don't expect certain things, certain attitudes. He then added, I'm more or less mad at him because I can't stay at his hotels now. I've been staying there for 15 years. And now you pull this? Get it together, homie. Time will tell if Nelly performs in his oh, time will tell if Nelly performs his 2000 hit Country Grammar, in which he gave Trump a shout out. The lyrics for the track included, "Now I'm knocking like Jehovah, let me in now, let me in now. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now." Nelly's performance on Monday will follow Snoop Dogg's headline set at the pro Trump pre inauguration crypto ball event in Washington on what? Friday. I'm going to be fresh as hell. Let the feds watch it. Get into it. Okay. Get into it. That's Amber Rose, y'all. Remember her? Get into her, get into her, get into her. Let's wake it up. Yeah, that was Amber Rose. Okay, so get into it. The rapper was accused of hypocrisy as fans reference his past opposition to Republican Trump. In 2017, Snoop made headlines for a controversial music video in which he targeted a Trump like clown character. Seemingly unbothered by the criticism, Snoop Dogg, who targeted a Trump like character in his 2017 music video, wasted no time responding to his fans. Just hours after they aired their grievances, he reposted an Instagram story from fellow performer Rick Ross. Got a real crip up in the crypto ball. Bang, bang. Snoop added in the video. The event also featured a performance by Soldier Boy and Nelly, who joined Snoop and Rick Ross on the lineup. Despite the uproar, Snoop's involvement reflects a broader shift as he joins a growing list of public figures who have seemingly softened their stance toward the incoming president. In July, Amber Rose, who said she would move to Canada if Trump got elected in 2016, faced a backlash after choosing to endorse him when she made a speech at the Republican National Convention. Now, listen here. I want to know you all thoughts. What are your thoughts on it? Do these people get a pass? What are your thoughts? I mean, do you feel like, if Nelly needed the money, then he should have, went ahead and did the gig? Do you feel like Ashanti's reputation is gonna be um in despair after all of what's going on? We do have the call in number, which is open right now. The number is area code 405-437-4865. Feel free to share your grievances. Norris Tony says, "Hey Tulsa, I enjoyed my 40th birthday." Oh my God, Norris Tony, happy birthday. And I need to, oh my gosh, I don't have nothing in my cash app right now. But listen here, when I go, um, what is today? The 22nd. I'm gonna see. Hopefully, we got paid from YouTube. I'm gonna put $20 on my Cash App, and I'm gonna send it to you. Everybody, wish Norris Tony a happy birthday. Listen here. One thing I can say about Norris Tony is he's a great guy. Um, um, and I want to share this. Okay, so let me go ahead. Okay, so I just want to say this to you, Norris Tony. I want to say happy 40th birthday, a friend just like you. I just want to let you know you mean the world to me. Only a heart as dear as yours would give so unselfishly. The many things you've done, all the times that you were there, help me know deep down inside how much you really care. Even though I might not say I appreciate you all, even though I might not say I appreciate all you do richly, blessed is how I feel having a friend just like you. Happy 40th birthday. And I'm really excited for you. And once again, thank you for all that you do. Every birthday is a reminder that you have one life, not endless years. It's a deadline which says time is limited to do all those things that you've always wanted on your birthday. I hope that you manage to do everything in life that's destined for you. And I want to thank you for being a great friend to me and also supporting us here at the Queen Tulsa Show. I don't have Cash App, but I have PayPal. Okay. You send me your your PayPal information. You know how to do it. And I'll definitely get you that. You have been definitely a great addition over here in the Royal Butterfly Lounge. Okay. Okay, y'all get into it. If y'all want to send Norris Tony a lovely donation, honey, you can definitely send him a PayPal. That is his PayPal right there. We can go ahead and let me see if I can copy it. Okay, so I just pinned Norris PayPal to the channel. Get on over there, send him $1 or 2 or 20 so he can, celebrate his birthday. Okay. Now let's get into it. Speaking of money, speaking of money, child, and reading, I just read you all a card, honey, from let me see, for our beloved brother, a royal family. Let's get into this. So Shamar, I don't know if y'all know who Shamar is, but Shamar says he doesn't appreciate his boyfriend Alvo telling the word he can't read and count because now people are going to think he's slow. Shout out to our friends over at It's On Site. Shamar says he's distancing himself from his boyfriend Alvo after he told the world Shamar can't read and count that well.
Oh, now let me tell y'all something, right? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all because now that I just saw what on site just posted or whatever and shit like that, and yes, I was right next to him, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I split feel some type of way about what he said. When he said, when Elmo was like that, I can't really read that good, or I can't really count that good, and this and third, and he needed me to help him pay his rent or whatever, right? I really feel some type of way about that. Like that really make me want to just keep my distance away from him because it's like, why would you know what I'm saying, say some shit like that and stuff like that? Like you really just you said stuff like that, and now it's like making people feel like that I'm slow. Now let me.
All right, so let's get into it. So Shamar goes on to post on his story, Alvo is blocked, and I'm done with him, and I'm going on the booking by myself.
I already asked Shamar. I asked him, can you help me pay my rent? He told me he was gonna help me. He didn't even help me. And it's like I'm not trying to talk about him or nothing right here because he's right here beside me. But I'm not talking about Shamar. But Shamar, he don't help me. He don't even know how to read that good. So I be having to read the shit for him, look at shit. I be having to take the money. He don't even know how to count that good. So it's like I be having to count the money for him. So it's just like I don't get paid for none of that shit. When I first met him, he had like $8,000 in his bank account. Now he got, I'm not gonna tell y'all, but now he's good. He's wealthy. I swear this boy is not broke at all. He got racks. He got enough to pay. He can really right now what I'm right now what I owe in rent, he can really pay it and it will not even hurt his pockets. But I don't know, he probably just don't want to help me. And that's why I'm telling these promoters that I'm not going to these bookings. So this ain't now I'm trying to be funny and not going to bookings. I'm just not going to these bookings because I gotta get back to my making my money and shit. I can't keep doing this. Like I'm helping him, but he's not helping me. I already asked Shamar. I asked him, can you help me pay my rent? He told me he was gonna help me. He didn't even help me. And it's like
Oh, child, it just seems like, child, while you were over there in front of the camera and things like that, you wasn't thinking about your pockets then. You wasn't thinking about your rent then. When y'all were out partying and drinking, you wasn't thinking about your rent or anything like then. At the end of the day, we can't depend on nobody to, you know, you know, fend for us. I'm speaking of them because they're a couple, they're not married. And this is more, I feel like this is more of social media. This is for clout. Their relationship is not real. Let's just be honest. If Shamar did not have the clout or have his mouth fixed and all that and things like that, y'all think that these dudes would really be trying to be with this guy? Well, they're trying to be with him because he does have talent and he is a star. He's a celebrity. So they're willing to risk it all for that moment of cloud. And I think that it's Alvo's time is up. His time is up. I'm ready to see a new guy in Shamar's life. Shamar done got new teeth. He got a new attitude. So I say this is a win for Shamar. Someone in the comments says, I'm not going to hell with y'all. Someone says, we already know he can't read and count money. It's viral video of him counting money. Secondly, people need to pay for their services. Nobody wants to work for free. Lastly, Shamar should feel embarrassed because his friend blasted him, further confirming what we knew. Also, since people know he getting money, he probably about to scammed and homeless. Okay. Somebody says, Alva, you're a grown man. You need to be responsible for your own rent and bills. Stop expecting others to do for you. It's not Big Marco's responsibility. Grow up and leave Shamar alone. Usury is a sin. Someone else says, Alvo, I ain't gonna hold you. I would have just helped myself if you catch my drifts. Someone else says, I actually think you're slow for not already thinking that we thought you were slow. Alvo needs a job and Shamar needs a caseworker. Shamar been told us not to judge a book by its book. Oh, sweetheart, we already knew. Nobody thought that, baby. We knew that. We still love you. So you think we slow? Who gonna tell him we already knew he was? So he thought that he was about to get a praise from the comments chat, and the comments tore him right on up. Okay. Like the comments tore him right on up, honey. He thought he had a friend. Well, listen here. Let's go ahead and get into our next topic. Okay. Now, this is a heavy topic. This is something that we must talk about. Shout out to Baller Alert. They say that joint police groups slam pardons for individuals convicted of attacking law enforcement. The International Association of Chiefs of Police, IACP, and the Fraternal Order of Police, FOP, have strongly condemned recent presidential pardons and commutations for individuals convicted of attacking or unaliving law enforcement officers. The two organizations criticized both the Biden and Trump administrations for granting clemency in such cases, including Trump's decision to pardon individuals convicted of violent acts during the January 6th Capitol riot. The FOP, the largest police union in the U.S., which endorsed Trump during the last presidential election, expressed particular disappointment in Trump's pardons of the January 6 rioters. The union joined the IACP in warning that these actions set a dangerous precedent, undermine accountability, and threaten public safety. The joint statement emphasized the broader implications of crimes against police officers, framing such acts as attacks on the rule of law and society as a whole. Crimes against law enforcement are not just attacks on individuals or public safety, they are attacks on society and undermine the rule of law. The statement read, allowing those convicted of those crimes to be released early diminishes accountability and devalues the sacrifices made by the courageous law enforcement officers and their families. The IACP and FOP argue that holding perpetrators fully accountable for crimes against law enforcement is critical to maintaining public trust and ensuring the safety of officers and communities alike. The FOP criticism of Trump's pardons is oh, particularly particularly notable given its prior endorsement of him. Many of those granted clemency were involved in the January 6, 2021 attack on the US Capitol, where rioters assaulted police officers. To read the rest, log on to balleralert.com. Let's go. Mhm. Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts? Someone says, no. Oh, y'all wanted this. Someone says only reason America is considered a top country is because of we have the best military. Other than that, this country is a joke. Now this is what you voted for. Embrace him like you did January 6, 2021. They just got a taste of their own medicine. You guys voted for him. He said he would do this. Nah, cops get away with ish all the time. Now they know the feeling. No justice, no peace. The same police group that endorsed him for president. This every at its finest. How they managed to throw Biden in there. The Bible says you reap what you sow. Why would a felon be loyal to the police? Okay. Welcome to Gotham, America. Trump is the new Joker. Love this movie. They endorsed him, gives new meaning to back to what? Blue. Back to the blue. Very controversial. All right, so we are going to go on to our next topic. You guys feel free to sound off in the comments as you do have that right. All right. Um, so let's get into this. It's the disrespect of it all. Can are we really surprised, y'all? Shout out to our friends over at the Shade Room. It says Sexy Red issued an apology to Bernice King after the rapper reposted an artificial intelligence generated photo of her and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In her apology, she admits that King wasn't wrong and what she said, and that she meant no disrespect in reposting the photo. Ms. Bernice King said, "This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to my family and my father, who is not here to respond himself because he was assassinated for working for your civil and human rights and to end war and poverty." Sexy Red replied, "You ain't wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something I saw that I thought was innocent. Here's the image. Here's the image of what happened, child." Child, someone says the King family is very protective about how MLK's name and likeness are used, as they should be. We need to be mindful that while MLK is an icon to us, this day also brings about tremendous grieving for his family. I'm glad this situation was resolved, Dr. Bernice. King is a fantastic person and she'll always stand on business when it comes to both her mother and father. Get into that. She didn't mean any harm, Sexy Red. Okay. Kudos. Sexy 8 with that response. Get it, Sexy. This why God judges our hearts. So proud of you today. Mary Magdalene was the holy hoe, was the only H to wash Jesus' head, and the whole world thought she was distasteful and deplorable. If we being real, it's only offensive because who she is and what she represents publicly. They look like they're slow dancing, if anything. If it was an AI of Kerry Washington, wouldn't be all this. I'm just saying. Gross should have never posted it. It's giving sexual harassment to the dead. Oh, child, get into it. Well, at the end of the day, it's her father. That's how she felt. She didn't like it, and she asked for the lady to remove it. So I don't see any harm in it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. All right, so shout out to Baller Alert, ex-police officer Michael Falone, uh, condemns Trump's January 6th pardon, says they endanger his family. Here is the video.
Tonight, 6 individuals who assaulted me as I did my job on January 6th, as did hundreds of other law enforcement officers, will now walk free. My family, my children, and myself are less safe today because of Donald Trump and his supporters. I've been concerned for myself and my family's safety ever since I testified before Congress. If you remember, I didn't even make it through my congressional testimony before I received my first threat from a member of the American public who called me and threatened my life literally as I was giving testimony. And those threats have continued to this day against both myself and members of my family. In recent months, my mother has been swatted, a 76-year-old woman who's guilty of nothing other than having tonight 6 individuals who assaulted me, a son, a police officer who responded to the Capitol on January 6th. And she's also had human feces thrown on her while she was raking leaves in her front yard. A son, a police officer who responded to the Capitol on January 6th. And she's also had human feces thrown on her.
There was no insurrection, and to call it an insurrection, in my opinion, is a bold-faced lie. You know, if you didn't know the TV footage was a video from January the 6th, you would actually think it was a normal tourist visit.
Those are lies. And peddling that bull is an assault on every officer that fought to defend the Capitol. It's disgraceful.
If you, his colleagues like Andrew Clyde and Jody Heiss and Paul Gosar, that this was an insurrection and there were consequences for people that fed the big lie, and the consequences were the injured and dead officers. He has an opportunity to be a leader right now. Meet with Officer Fanone, tell your caucus to stop denying the truth about January 6th, and work with us to create a commission that can understand how we can make sure this never happens at the Capitol again.
All right, now let's get into it. Okay, so we read that already. Let's get into some of these comments. Someone says they got released and then went and bought weapons, ammunition. Wow, make sure everyone sees this. This is heartbreaking, and they claim to be party or law and order, supporting Blue Lives. Blue Lives matter only when it comes to the injustice towards Black and Brown. We living in a wild times. People buckle up and stay prayed up. You can see the horror and worry across his face. I thought Blue Lives Matter. Where are Blue Lives Matter MAGAs? This people unalived on January 6th. This is terrible. Someone says they unalived the cop that day too, but no one talks about that. They stand with Blue until Blue gets in their way. If those people were Black, this story would be totally different. Didn't the police union support Trump? Call them out. What happened to Blue Lives Matter and Black and back to Blue? You all definitely make sure you sound off in the comments about this. I feel like, this is a lot. Speaking of a lot, I want y'all to get up to this, shout.
I mean, what's up, man? You got a girl or what?
Nah, I'm keeping my options open, so y'all be checking for me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so get into this. So out to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk. Neighbors, Chris Brown is not here for the false allegations. The singer has filed a $500 million lawsuit against Warner Bros. Discovery, Ample Entertainment, and others involved in the production of the docu-series A History of Violence, accusing them of defamation. Brown alleges the series falsely portrays him as a serial rapist and as abuser. Despite what he claims is evidence proving their narrative, the documents obtained by TMZ urges that the central claims in the series rely on a now withdrawn lawsuit brought by a Jane Doe, which he says was full of lies and has been discredited. Brown maintains he has never been found guilty of any S-related crime and accuses the producers of ignoring the truth to harm his reputation for profit. Acknowledging his acknowledging past mistakes, so on he has worked for over a decade to rebuild his image and take accountability for his actions. He claims the docuseries has caused significant damage to his reputation, career, and business opportunities. McCullough is seeking $500 million in damages, pledging to donate a portion to victims of S. Someone says, I know that's right. Unblock me, Chris. I was just playing. It's been like 5 years now. Cash my boy out as he should, the GOAT, as he the F should. Because why would they ever think that was okay to release? How did Chris get one of these made on him before Trey Songz? Oh, get into that. Warner Bros. They say Warner Bros. On all the media, protect Chris at all costs. Okay. Listen here, take them to the bank, Christopher. Can't wait for this outcome. Someone says Christopher said he is ready to retire, and this shall do it for me. Someone says, I don't know why people continue to mess with Chris. He don't play as he should. That's wild. I hope he wins, but as he should stop playing with this man. But this is my thing. If this man already went and took accountability and paid his debts to society, and he's not doing it current day, I think that we need to, you know, um, give acknowledgement that he's actually, when he wins, that he's going to give some of the proceeds to men and women that are in that situation. So way to go, Chris Brown, for turning a negative into a positive. Now get into this. We have a mob wives that has come up missing. Oh yes. TMZ reported Mob Wife star Natalie Di Donato is the subject of a missing persons report after we're told she was MIA for two separate flights home. Okay. Someone says, why don't I even remember her from the show? I pray she's okay. Wait, was she the mortician? Oh, I liked her. Oh, she is okay. She looks like Morticia. Okay. I absolutely loved her. I really hope she returns back home safe and sound. Yes, we do too. So prayers to her. Um, when she was on Mob Wives, when was she on Mob Wives? Someone says we need Mob Wives streaming on somebody's network. I missed the show. Rest in peace, Big Ange. Prayers for this young lady. Yeah, speaking of Big Ange, I love me some Big Ange. Okay, shout out to Big Ange. Okay, let's get into it. So, our next topic that we have on the docket is okay. Let's go ahead and pull this up, and it is free Wendy Williams until it is what? Until it's backwards. All right, so Wendy Williams guardianship controversy spurs New York senator to push for new law. Shout out to TMZ for reporting on this. Wendy Williams' guardianship woes are commanding the attention of at least one New York lawmaker who's making a big push so her family can easily visit her. So someone says, visit her. They need to release her and let her live with a family. Hashtag free Wendy. Okay, how you doing? Yay, I can't wait to hear How you doing? Okay, get into it, girl. I need me some tea. Easily visit. How about giving her freedom back so her family can take care of her and let them make her own decisions? How you doing? We need our Wendy back. Wendy, we love you. Free Wendy Williams, damn it. Free Wendy, free Wendy Williams. Free Wendy, yes, free Wendy. Okay. So the people are definitely shouting it out and they are saying it what? Like they mean it. Absolutely. All right, let's see if we have one more topic on the docket. Baby, listen here. What really got me to this story, I'm so glad it come up. Baby, this is realtor cakes right here, y'all. I don't, baby, get into those cakes. I was like, all right then. Shout out to our friends at It's on Site. I am Lee Stacks, and very much so. Heavy on the stacks. Really enhances the buying and selling experience. He works all price points and locations. Shoot him a follow for all cool content and nice home he chose. Okay. Get into that, honey. That man got a nice set of cakes, honey. It is given, BBL. Is it given BBL or is that all natural? Is that all natural? Someone says shaking my head. He got the Georgia peach. Yes, he does. He's selling homes or us. Okay. Two bunk beds. Y'all know what he doing. Someone says, y'all know what y'all doing. Someone says, damn, that acid better than two bunk beds. Yes. He got a BBL. That's the same thing I said, sister. He's stacked. He done laid on the table. Sheesh. Honey, he got more bunk beds than the house do. Double cheeks up on a Tuesday afternoon. The sun was still shining. Okay. Sitting up better than two bunk beds ain't it? Laughing my A off. Why he gotta be BBL? He stacked up, ain't he? All while having a donk. I ain't mad, child. Okay, sell it, sell it, sell it, honey. You better sell it, honey. Yes, you better sell it, honey. Yes. I bet you he's smelling good too. Hmm. Smelling delish. Okay, we have to give him some shine. Let's get into it. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is a sad story. This is here in my hometown. Let's get into it. ATL Black Star reports the DOJ's first federal report on the Tulsa race massacre concludes that no prosecutions can occur due to the statute of limitations. Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark acknowledged this as the DOJ's first official acknowledgement of the massacre. The investigation uncovered new first-hand accounts from Bureau of Investigation agents, revealing that law enforcement likely planned the raid on Greenwood. The DOJ described the massacre as a coordinated military-style attack, not uncontrolled mob of violence. While evidence suggests police helped plan the raid, there is less proof of their involvement in destruction and unalivement. Potential charges, including hate crimes, are barred by time. Someone says we already knew they were going to do absolutely nothing. I'm not surprised at all. Well, duh, what you thought was going to happen. This should have been resolved years ago. Shaking my head. Republicans will call it CRT, still no reparations. Dang shame, all those years. Sad, but this has always been an issue. Their agendas slither like snakes. The old story ends with, well, I was a snake. What did you expect? Someone says, not surprising. Obama did nothing. Joe did nothing. And we weeping over a report that was going nowhere. Y'all new ninjas are victims of everything. Shaking my head. God hasn't closed it. Not surprised. Hate all over again. A Klan member wouldn't do anything. Someone says, Nelly, see who you supported? Rich Forever, Snoop Dogg. Oh, child, they tagging all the rappers. All the rappers. Well, listen here, you all. I want to definitely thank you all for coming by for my hot topics. I got to get on Miss Michelle Obama, child. Now, they were saying that Michelle Obama, honey, she didn't go to the inauguration. Mm-hmm. And so she skipped out on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. let's get into it. So Fox News says Michelle Obama skips Trump inauguration as Barack arrives solo. Obama's announced Michelle was skipping inauguration last week without providing a reason. I mean, did they really need one? Former President Barack Obama arrived at the U.S. Capitol on Monday for President-elect Trump's inauguration ceremony without former First Lady Michelle Obama. Obama was introduced at the ceremony and walked into the swearing-in ceremony inside the Capitol alone. The ceremony was moved indoors due to the intense cold. Former President Bill Clinton and George W. Bush arrived alongside their spouses, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and former First Lady Laura Bush. Michelle Obama's absence from the inauguration came as no surprise since the Obamas released a statement last week announcing that while the former president would be in attendance, the former First Lady would not be in attendance. Okay. The Obama statement did not provide a reason as to why the former First Lady was skipping the event. Michelle Obama also skipped former President Jimmy Carter's funeral earlier, this month. A notable moment at Carter's funeral came when Obama and Trump, who were seated next to each other, were seen chatting and laughing like old friends despite the history of political animosity between the Democratic former president and the returning Republican. Okay. Now, listen here. All three former presidents and their wives attended Trump's first inauguration in 2017, including Hillary Clinton after she lost the 2016 presidential election to Donald Trump. Carter also attended. So, what are y'all thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about that, honey? Well, listen here. At least Barack Obama went, to show his support. No, we didn't get any call-ins tonight. Okay. Listen here. If you all enjoyed this broadcast, please let me know by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Also, next time, bring a friend by and let them know, hey, you just never know when the queen goes live, but she's definitely going to deliver the hot topics. On that note, I want to conclude this broadcast with saying happy birthday to Norris Tony. If we have any other birthdays this month, this season, we definitely want to give you a happy birthday in advance. On that note, girls need love too. And this concludes our broadcast. Until next time. So
Girls need love, tell you something. Girls need love.